Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Dalhousie University's Fall 2022 Convocation for the graduating classes from the faculties of Agriculture, Architecture and Planning, Engineering, and Graduate Studies. My name is Frank Harvey, and it is my distinct honor and privilege to be serving as Dalhousie's Provost and Vice President Academic, and I will be serving as the MC for today's celebration and ceremony. I would like to begin by asking Elder Anne Lebilois to deliver the traditional Mi'kmaq welcome.
Wilieksikbu. It's a fine day today, and welcome and congratulations to the students. Congratulations. There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and that's so good. Very good. I'd like to welcome all of you to the land of the Mi'kmaq. It's the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people, and so wonderful to see everybody here to celebrate with every breath that we take what they have accomplished, what they have endured, and how they've helped each other, mostly how they have helped each other and stuck it out. That is really something very, very special. So I just want to say Walalian and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Elder Lebilois, for that beautiful welcome. I would also like to acknowledge that Dalhousie University and our community benefit from and sit on Mi'kmaq, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We are very grateful for our partnerships and our friendships across our Dalhousie campuses, our faculties, and our administrative units. We are grateful for our elders, past, present, and emerging. Grateful for our elders in residence, our community leaders, our Indigenous Advisory Council, our Director of Indigenous Community Engagement, Catherine Martin, our Indigenous Research Facilitator in the VP Research Office, Indigenous Health Program, Inclusive Pathways to the Medical Professions, and our Indigenous Student Access Pathways on the Truro campus for First Nations, Métis, and Inuit students. And of course, many other really important, critically important initiatives and partnerships across our campuses. We will continue to work on and build on these important relationships and friendships because we are all treaty people, and we take these words and our commitments to truth and reconciliation very seriously. We would also like to acknowledge the histories, the contributions and legacies of the African Nova Scotian people and communities who have been here for over 400 years. We are grateful for our African Nova Scotian Advisory Council, our Director of African Nova Scotian Community Engagement, and our pathways into the Truro campus programs. I am sure that all of our graduating students have many very fond memories of your time at Dalhousie, but there are two specific times on university campuses that are particularly significant. The first, of course, is at the start of each year when we welcome our new students to campus, when they start their programs, meet their friends, classmates, and professors. The second is at the end of their program when we come together as we are here today in person to celebrate the completion of your degree. Now, for many, this day very likely comes with a range of different emotions. Sadness, possibly, at leaving behind a community and many friends, perhaps eagerness to move on from Dal and to begin a new job or another program of study, possibly a little fear and anxiety for those who aren't quite sure what comes next, but certainly gratitude for those who supported you along the way. But above all, I hope you feel pride. You've done what many people only dream of, and you should be proud of that accomplishment. Completing your degree, particularly in these unique circumstances of a 2-year-long global pandemic, certainly gives all of us many reasons to be incredibly proud of you and proud of your accomplishments. Convocation marks the culmination of years of very, very hard work, and your hard work deserves to be formally acknowledged and formally celebrated. Throughout the completion of your degree, you've spent hundreds of hours in classes, tutorials, and labs. You've read thousands of pages from books and journal articles and research reports written and studied hundreds of pages of notes extracted from those classes and research reports, tutorials, and labs. You found time to be student leaders in societies, athletics, extracurricular activities. You completed hundreds of quizzes, exams, midterms, finals. Our agricultural students muddied their boots and pants and shirts and overalls, actually just about everything from head to toe in lab exercises in fields and barns. Many of you have likely been chewed on or licked by at least one calf or lamb. You measured every tree and plant on the AC campus. You know the difference between a barn and the barn. You heard a story or two from Dean Gray and survived his many, many dad jokes. And you've learned what it means to be a true Dal AC Aggie. Our architecture and planning students spent countless hours in studios, lectures, labs, and tutorials, demoed dozens of personal and team projects, engaged in and with community projects, free labs, community-based clients. You completed more than 1,000 internship hours during co-op work terms, made hundreds of drawings, dozens of models, delivered dozens of public presentations, learned how to work collaboratively with others in the studio, learned how to develop and design your thesis from start to finish. Our engineering students solved thousands of assignment problems, found time to engage in design competitions. You've demonstrated the completeness of your learning and preparedness for industry through successful capstone projects. And many of you had your first exposure to professional practice through co-ops. And of course, all of you, all of the grads today, have made many, many great friends. But as you all completed your respective degrees, you also spent a good part of your time balancing school and work and social lives, dealing with fears and anxieties about your programs and your future, dealing with relationships, social pressures, maybe a little pressure from family and friends. You were managing your budgets, and in many cases completing your degrees while juggling a job, sometimes 1, 2, or 3 jobs to cover tuition. And I'm sure you dealt with personal and emotional crises and losses, perhaps losses tied to the pandemic. Your graduation speaks volumes about your capacity and your willingness to succeed anywhere by applying the life lessons, the skills, the knowledge, the passions, and the life choices you lived through while completing your Dal degree. These are all the reasons we are celebrating today. These are the reasons your family and friends and our entire Dalhousie community are so incredibly proud of you. These are all the reasons you inspire us. So feel free to make some noise. Congratulations. Family and friends, although we would typically encourage you to move around the auditorium and take as many pictures as you'd like for health and safety reasons, we would ask that you, if possible, stay in your place, take as many pictures as you'd like, share those pictures online through #DalGrad. The convocation is also being webcast, so you can share the link to the video with friends and family. Now I'd like to take a moment to introduce those individuals who will be formally participating in our ceremony today. So when I call your name, if you can please rise and remain standing if you are able. starting with Elder Anne Lebilois, who gave the beautiful Mi'kmaq welcome this morning, or this afternoon. Dr. Deep Saini, our President and Vice Chancellor. Dr. Louise Spiteri, Chair of Senate. Dr. Graham Gagnon, the Dean of the Faculty of Architecture and Planning. Dr. John Newhook, the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering. Dr. Estelle Joubert, the Assistant Dean of PhD Strategy from the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Catherine Martin, our Director of Indigenous Community Engagement. Adam Robertson, our Assistant VP Enrollment Management and the University Registrar. Dr. Leslie Fillmore, Associate VP Academic, who carried in the new Dawn staff, leading our students in the auditorium today. And Dr. Srini Sampali, Professor and National 3M Teaching Fellow in the Faculty of Computer Science. He will be delivering the Convocation address today. We're also pleased to welcome to Convocation the following honorary degree recipients whose degrees were awarded during the virtual celebration that we held in June of 2021. So I would ask each of you to please stand as your name is announced, starting with Dr. Guy Bertium, librarian and activist, archivist of Canada Emeritus Libraries and Archives Canada. Dr. Mary Deakin, architect and chair of the Bell Let's Talk Mental Health Initiative. And Mavis Buchanan, who isn't here today, who would have been I am sorry, Mavis. Welcome. I didn't see you on stage. Mavis Buchanan and the Buchanan family, representing the Honorable Dr. John Buchanan, former Premier of Nova Scotia, whose honorary degree was awarded posthumously. So thank you very much for coming. Also on the platform party today and in the audience are others, including numerous faculty members, staff, and administrators, your associate deans, your VPs, many others who have been so critical to the success of our students and to the academic excellence of our programs. Can I ask you all to stand as well? The platform party for today. If I can ask you all to please turn off your phones during the ceremony, and please don't worry at all about any noises that your children are making. They are beautiful sounds. It's always great to hear the voices of future Dal students. So, and now I would like to, please be seated, sorry. I now invite Dr. Deep Saini to deliver the President's remarks on this wonderful occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Harvey, distinguished guests, families, and friends, and of course, most importantly, graduates. What an honor. What an honor and an immense pleasure it is to join you here today for this very well-deserved celebration of your transition from students to alumni. Class of 2022, you completed your studies in extraordinary times. Although it may feel like we are close to the return to normal, for most of you, almost half of your studies were completed during the pandemic. So today, we are celebrating your perseverance, your resilience, your grit, your determination, and all that you have achieved by rising to the challenges that were thrown at you over and over throughout your university journey. That is awesome. This is awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, for these awesome people, let's put our hands together again one more time. This milestone you are at is very well earned and a source of great pride both for you and your supporters. You didn't have it easy, but I dare to imagine that someday you will look back and realize, and that is if you don't already do so, that completing your degree in such extraordinary times made you stronger. Perhaps it made you more resilient, more creative, more innovative, more empathetic, more civic-minded, more conscious of how the actions of one impact many, and more committed to striving for a better tomorrow. And these are exactly the traits that our world needs right now. The times are not easy times. Although we may have started thinking that we are emerging from the pandemic, our societies are still facing a confluence of daunting, wicked challenges. Challenges such as the climate crisis, which is here with us, the urgent need to recognize and address historical injustices, the global public health challenges that continue despite the fact that the pandemic seems to be receding, the need to feed a projected population of 9 billion people on this earth without destroying our planet, and of course the challenges to democracy, peace, and global order that we are all too familiar with. The task in front of you today is not an easy one, and it will indeed demand a whole lot of you. But amidst all these challenges, all these uncertainties, there are unparalleled opportunities to be seized. I believe that in some ways we are at the cusp of the greatest creative destruction we have witnessed in our lifetimes. So be ready for that. But to realize these opportunities, you'll have to be willing to take chances and risks. And when I look back at my life, which started in a very humble place, I realize that the opportunities that I have had and I've been able to seize in my life, they have happened because I was willing to take a chance, take a risk. Now, I'm not going to bore you with my life story, but I would invite you that if you are truly interested, especially if it's late in the day and you want to go to sleep, come and talk to me sometime. I will tell you some stories about taking a chance and how it leads to a better place. And you are truly well placed to take those chances because your generation has demonstrated again and again that you have what it takes to overcome extreme circumstances. When I see what you have overcome in order to get to this point, and especially what you have become as a result of the experiences you've had, I feel totally confident that you are entirely up to the task and the world is in very, very competent hands going forward. Your university education trained you to ask critical questions and make decisions based on evidence, not based on unsubstantiated opinions. That's the beauty of university education. And these are powerful tools and a great responsibility in a world that is full of people seeking to impose their opinions over the evidence. Exercise this responsibility with confidence and with courage as you step in to lead the world, which in fact you have already started doing. In addition to your graduation today, we are also celebrating your membership in Dalhousie's worldwide community of more than 155,000 alumni. And it truly is a worldwide community, and it is a very distinguished group that has in fact already left an indelible mark on societies around the world. I have no doubt that you too will uphold this tradition, and the years to come will see you too achieving great things, not just for yourself, but for the world. By attending today's ceremony, you are recognizing and celebrating the investment you have made in your education, and we do not take this lightly. We are committed to continuing to raise our ambitions for Dalhousie University. Even as you leave, we are here and we're taking this responsibility very seriously because in doing so, that is in raising the ambitions of Dalhousie for itself and raising Dalhousie's reputation in the world. We are ensuring that the value of your degree keeps on appreciating over time. You, our graduates, and our alumni are the greatest source of pride and joy for us. So on behalf of Dalhousie University, please accept my heartfelt congratulations. Thank you for celebrating with us today. Stay in touch, and I look forward to meeting as many of you as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Saini. Will graduates please rise? Not yet. Mr. Vice Chancellor, as Chair of the Senate of Dalhousie University, I ask you to confer degrees on those candidates whose names have been approved by Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit to their respective degrees and diplomas with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto those candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of that degree and whose names have been approved by Senate. Admitto vos ad gradum.
Graduates, please be seated.
I now call upon Dr. Graham Gagnon, the Dean of the Faculty of Architecture and Planning, Dr. John Newhook, the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Dr. Estelle Joubert, the Assistant Dean of PhD Strategy in the Faculty of Graduate Studies, and Olivier Blais, an order from the Fountain School of Performing Arts and an alum who will be presenting the candidates who are here today receiving degrees.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, as Dean, I'm pleased to be here today to celebrate the accomplishments of candidates who fulfilled the requirements for degrees within the Faculty of Architecture and Planning.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, the following candidates are here today to receive the Bachelor of Community Design. Taylor Renee Chamberlain. Brianna Rosalind Maxwell. Adam Wesley Pearson with honors in urban design and planning. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Bachelor of Community Design. The following candidates are here today to receive the Bachelor of Environmental Design Studies. Ahmed Naji, major in Architecture Cooperative Program, with a friend. Alexander Leslie Ward, a major in Architecture Cooperative Program. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Bachelor of Environmental Design Studies.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, as Dean, I am pleased to be here today to celebrate the accomplishments of candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for diplomas and degrees within the Faculty of Engineering.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, the following candidates are here today to receive the Diploma in Engineering. Corbin Kent Bowering. Mark Daniel Sislevitz. Chloe Jeanette Harper. Muhammad Munib Iqbal. Mohammed Khan. David Labib. Saiwaz Kaisar. Andre Aaron Singer. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Diploma in Engineering. Mr. Vice Chancellor, the following candidates are here today to receive the Bachelor of Engineering. Taha Syed Anwar in Mechanical Engineering. Jose Enriques in Civil Engineering Cooperative Program. James Jesse in Mechanical Engineering. Cole Alexander Larson in Environmental Engineering Cooperative Program. Eleanor Mary McGowan in Environmental Engineering. Brandon Nicholas Senhalt in Electrical Engineering Cooperative Program. Shivi Sharma in Electrical Engineering. Jonathan Douglas Sloan-White in Electrical Engineering. Yiwei Chai in Electrical Engineering. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Bachelor of Engineering.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, as Assistant Dean, I am pleased to be here today to celebrate the accomplishments of candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for degrees within the Faculty of Graduate Studies.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, the following candidates are here today to receive the Master of Applied Science. MD Hassan Ali in Industrial Engineering. Ankit Binekar in Chemical Engineering. Mireya Yarith Cervantes Gonzalez in Biomedical Engineering. Shannon Kathleen Clemens in Materials Engineering. Adam Arthur Louis Forget in electrical engineering. Yu-Chen Fu in civil engineering. Riel Evie d'Entremont Jensen in materials engineering. Ki Jia in environmental engineering. Jeffrey Alexander McDonald in electrical engineering. Emma Lynn Murphy in chemical engineering. Ibrahim Opeyemi Ongotola in industrial engineering. Michelle Christina Pride in biomedical engineering. Brian Hunkyung Sung in industrial engineering. Audrey Ann Saint-Denis in chemical engineering. Tony Jacqueline Stanhope in environmental engineering. Theodore Ellison Street in chemical engineering. Lauren Elizabeth Turner in chemical engineering. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Applied Sciences. Mr. Vice Chancellor, the following candidates are here today to receive the Master of Architecture. Yao Chen. Bronwyn Colford. Hande Ersoy. Jennifer Mary Frail. Ali Cassandra Leva. Adria Starr Maynard. Benjamin James Robert Goldsmith. Fraser Allen Carter Van Iderstein. Wei Wang. Ke King Chu. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Architecture. The following candidates are here today to receive the Master of Engineering. Satinder in Internet Working. Priyanka Andanki in Internet Working. Mariam Alayar in Internet Working. Mohan Reddy Alam in Internetworking. Liwa Marshall Serge Modeste Arbigo in Civil Engineering. Infanta Nirmita Arun Kumar in Internetworking. Sindhu Vaishnavi Reddy Badam in Internetworking. Sunny Priyant Teja Bomi in Internetworking. Naresh Chowdhury in Internetworking. Ravi Kumar Goswami in Internetworking. Sai Naga Rajasvari Sivridya Gadi in Electrical Engineering. Snehal Kanerkar in Internetworking. There we go. Revanth Vinay Kumar Kodali in Industrial Engineering. Sai Mohan Korukopula in Internetworking. Karamdeep Kaur in Internetworking. Xiang Liu in Internetworking. Hitanshi Maniar in Internetworking. ABM Farhad Mazumdar in Internetworking. Peyush Mugdal in Internetworking. Niaz Muhammad in Internetworking. Kishan Mahendrabhai Patel in Internetworking. Bhakti Kapil Kumar Patel in Internetworking. Smit Indravandan Patel in Internetworking. Raghava Rao Pyatla in Internetworking. Vivek Raparla in Internetworking. Prashakika Ratore in Internetworking. Shaming Jan in Internetworking. Xiaoyang Zhan in Industrial Engineering. Revati Ramnaimnan in Internetworking. MD Kamal Hassan Sajjan in Internetworking. Naveen Kumar Satya Murthy in Internetworking. Himani Sharma in Internetworking. Amandeep Singh in Internetworking. Pavitra Sivakumar in Internetworking. Nishi Mahibalbai Vakani in Internetworking. Sinpang Wang in Internetworking. Yan Wang in Internetworking. Yahang Wang in Internetworking. Mingchen Yang in Internetworking. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Engineering. The following candidates are here today to receive the Master of Planning. Sana Karami. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Planning. The following candidates are here today to receive the Master of Science. Nitya Adepali, Medical Neuroscience. Sabiha Shahid and Torah in Agriculture with a Friend. Usman Ali in agriculture. Griffin Andrew Beach, physiology and biophysics. Jenna Nicole Bissonnette in psychiatry research. Jody Alisa Collin in community health and epidemiology. Luke John Dagnan, epidemiology and applied health research. Alexa Kane Irvin, community health and epidemiology. I'll get there. Anna Nazarova, psychiatry research. Keegan Patrick Daniel Oshie, anatomy and neurobiology. Caitlin Agawa Jean Robinson, psychiatry research. Cassidy Ray Scott, pharmacology. Serene Kaur Singh, epidemiology and applied health research. Alexa Mary Elizabeth Stack Mills, agriculture. Samantha Ashley Stevens, agriculture. Tarindu Lakshan Suravira Arashil Jaj, agriculture. Andrea Michelle Tomko, pharmacology. Syed Milad Vahedi, agriculture. Mr. Vice Chancellor, the following candidates have received the Master of Science.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is the highest earned degree awarded by the university, and as such, represents the culmination of the candidate's educational achievement. I am pleased to present to you the following candidates who, through thesis and examination, have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Mr. Vice Chancellor, the awarding of the PhD degree completes a long cooperation between the student and their thesis advisor. We are pleased in the ceremony also to recognize the supervisor of the doctoral candidate, and we ask the supervisor to stand and present the parchment to the graduate following hooding. Following the awarding of the degree, our newest PhD graduates are asked to join the faculty on stage.
Joel Ayebi Abbey. In Agricultural Sciences, Supervisor Dr. David Percival. Syed Ahmed Ali Al-Khalaf in Electrical Engineering, supervised by Dr. Phillips. Owen Hambleton Craig in Materials Engineering, supervised by Dr. Kevin Plucknett. Stephen Daniel Henze Milne in Pharmacology, supervised by Dr. Susan Howlett. Olivier de Laflamme in Anatomy and Neurobiology, supervised by Dr. Turgay Akai. Selena Peggy-Lynn Maxwell in Anatomy and Neurobiology, supervised by Dr. Sultan Darvesh. Rogaya Mohamed Al-Malbrook Mehmed in Engineering Mathematics, supervised by Dr. William Phillips with a friend. Roa Adnan Murdad in Epidemiology and Applied Health Research, supervised by Drs. Jill Hayden and Mark Asbridge. Shovik Mitra in Epidemiology and Applied Health Research, supervised by Drs. Bradley Johnston and John Dorling. Soraya Rusta in Civil Engineering, supervised by Dr. Li Liu. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Can I please ask for a round of applause for our amazing order, Olivier Blais? Another fantastic job. Thank you. I would now like to call attention to the families and friends of our graduates. We know that Convocation is a very important occasion for you as well, and I'm sure that all of us recognize the importance of your love and your support along the way. So we would like to express our gratitude to you for the role that you've played. Can I ask the graduates to stand up one last time? And if I can ask the onstage party as well to stand up. Graduates, your family and friends have been applauding you throughout the Convocation ceremony today, loudly applauding you. Now it's our turn and your turn to make some noise in honor of their love and support in the completion of your degree. Thank you very much. Please be seated.
As Chair of Dalhousie Senate, I would like to take a few moments to celebrate our distinguished honorary degree recipients from 2021. Since we were not able to present these degrees in person, we are honored to have them joining us today as guests of the institution. Would Dr. Guy Berthiaume please stand? Dr. Berthiaume was recognized for his work leading Library and Archives Canada and its attendant partner institutions into a world where both instant digital access and enduring preservation of Canadian cultural heritage is guaranteed. Dr. Berthiaume is an accomplished scholar, historian, and administrator, under whose leadership as Librarian and Archivist of Canada, now emeritus, Libraries and Archives Canada became an internationally recognized institution and an accessible destination, both physically and virtually. Congratulations, félicitations, Dr. Berthiaume. Would Dr. Mary Deacon please stand? Dr. Mary Deacon has been honored for her extraordinary fundraising, transformative collaboration, and unwavering commitment to ending stigma around mental health. As the architect and chair of the Bell Let's Talk Mental Health Initiative, Dr. Deacon has created the world's largest conversation on mental health and the largest ever corporate initiative of its kind in Canada. Since its launch 12 years ago, the campaign has raised over $129 million to support mental health initiatives. In partnership with more than 1,300 organizations, that funding has helped more than 4.5 million Canadians access to mental health services. Congratulations, Dr. Deacon. And finally, we are pleased to have with us Mavis Buchanan on behalf of her late husband, the Honourable Dr. John Buchanan, awarded an honorary degree posthumously in recognition of his life of service to the people of Nova Scotia, his advocacy for this province's role within Canada, and his fierce pride in all things Nova Scotian. A member of the Dalhousie alumni family, he was elected member of the Nova Scotia Legislative Assembly in 1967 spending the rest of his career in service as an elected provincial politician and later an appointed federal senator. During his time in office, Premier Buchanan was noted for positioning Nova Scotia for greater energy self-sufficiency, championing Nova Scotia's Acadian population, and advocating with other Canadian premiers for provincial powers, resulting in the inclusion of the notwithstanding clause in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. So we would like to thank Dr. Berthiaume, Dr. Deacon, and Mavis Buchanan for joining us today.
Dr. Srini Sampali is a professor and National 3M Teaching Fellow in the Faculty of Computer Science at Dalhousie. His research interests are in the areas of cybersecurity, emerging wireless technologies, and mobile computing. A talented and passionate teacher, Dr. Sampali has won multiple teaching awards, including the Faculty of Science Teaching Excellence Award, the Dalhousie Alumni Association Teaching Award, the Association of Atlantic Universities Distinguished Teacher Award, and Canada's most prestigious award, the 3M National Teaching Fellowship. Dr. Sampali will be well known to those of you graduating today from the Internet Working Program, where he teaches a course on cyber security. It is with great pleasure that I invite Dr. Srini Sampali to address Convocation.
Greetings and good afternoon, President and Vice Chancellor Saini, Vice President Harvey, elders, distinguished members of the Platform Party, parents, family, friends, and graduates. Thank you all so much for giving me this incredible honor of delivering the convocation speech. Graduates, my heartiest congratulations to you all on your amazing accomplishment. As Dr. Saini said, the last 2.5 years have been extraordinary, to say the least. There have been challenges, there have been ups and downs, there have been obstacles. But remember, you made it. You belong to the COVID cohorts, and we will never forget you. As you look back, I'm sure you must be having a lot of emotions, as Dr. Harvey said. A sense of accomplishment, pride, gratitude, and maybe some disbelief. Disbelief that it's done. Imagine you do not have any more assignments or tests, no more exams. No professor will ever chase you again for deadlines. And no 8:30 a.m. classes. So life after graduation must be fun, or is it? No one will tell you what to do or how to do. You have to figure it yourself. Life doesn't operate by semesters anymore, and the only person who can set deadlines and set goals for yourself is you. As the saying goes, what's the difference between school and real life? In school, we first teach you a lesson and then give you a test. In real life, we are first tested and then we learn a lesson. Sorry to dampen your spirits, but your education is just starting. However, as they say, things may not get any easier, but you just get better. So as you embark on your new phase in your lives, what does it mean to have a successful career? First, Find your calling, your passion. I believe that each and every one of you has an amazing potential, sometimes a hidden and unrealized talent, something that you're exceedingly good at, something that you're passionate about. The big challenge in life is to find that niche, and it may take time, but once you find it, once you know it, work at it. Dare to dream big, but don't dream for too long, otherwise it'll become a nightmare. Be prepared to run the extra mile. You know that the competition out there is going to be tough. You have to be proactive. You have to be self-motivated. And remember, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. So give yourself that extra push, that extra edge. Never stop learning. Whether you're in agriculture, or architecture and planning, or medicine, or engineering, or the sciences, these are highly interdisciplinary and rapidly advancing fields. So make every opportunity to seize every opportunity to keep yourself up to date. And one of the nice ways to do that, to learn, is to teach someone. Try that. As the famous saying from Chinese philosopher Confucius goes, choose a job you love, and you will never work a single day in your life. So can you imagine yourself in a job in which on a Monday morning you tell yourself, yay, the weekend is over. That's the kind of job you want to be in. After all, the secret to a successful career is simple. Find out what you're enjoying, what you enjoy doing, and have someone else pay you for doing it. I said choose a job you love, but that might not happen right away. Until then, love the job you choose. I want to relate to you, so that means make the most out of the opportunity that's presented to you. In this regard, I would like to relate to you a story by Dr. Amal Bose. The late Dr. Bose was a professor at MIT and the inventor of the now famous Bose speakers. He was interviewing candidates in the 1980s for summer internships in his lab. And in those days, microprocessor chip companies and semiconductor chip companies were very popular. So on one day, he interviews a candidate. He asked them, tell me about your job experience last year, summer job experience. And the student says, I had the most boring job ever. What did you do? You know, I was hired by this microprocessor chip company, and all I had to do all day long was sit at the end of a conveyor belt, and these microchips would come in. I'd plug it into a circuit. If it flashed green, it means that the chip was good. Put it in one basket. If it flashed red, it means it was faulty. I'd put it in another bag. Day after day, hour after hour, I had to do this. Terrible. The next day, another student walks in. Dr. Bose asks him, tell me about your last year's summer's experience. And the student says, I had the most exciting job ever. Really? What did you do? I was hired by this microprocessor chip company, and all day long I sat at the end of a conveyor belt, and these chips would come in. I'd plug it into a circuit. If it flashed red, it means it was faulty. I put it in one basket. If it flashed green, it means it was good. Put it in a basket. Dr. Bose was obviously surprised. Said, really? I find that very mundane and boring. What did you like about this job? And to that, the student said, aha, you see, my job did not end at 5 o'clock that day. I asked my manager if I could take the bag of the faulty chips home. I tested them, sliced them, studied them. Now I know 1,000 different ways in which microchips can fail. I'm going to start my own company after I graduate. You see, the same job, 2 different perspectives, 2 different attitudes, and 2 completely different outcomes. And finally, no matter what job you are in, remember, life is about balance. So have time for your family, your friends, and for yourself. Take care of your physical and mental health. In closing, let me tell you how fortunate I have been in my career here at Dalhousie. I started right after my graduation, 29 years ago, and I've never looked back. And My thanks, my gratitude goes in a large part to students like you. I've had excellent sets of students from within Nova Scotia, from across Canada, and from several different countries. A few years ago, I took a team of my students to Lawrencetown Beach on a picnic on a beautiful summer day. So in my team, I had students from Canada, from India, from China, from Iran. One was from Egypt, one from Poland, one from France, one from Zimbabwe, and one from Nigeria. I was pleasantly surprised at the beach when a lady approached us and wanted to take a selfie with us. Apparently, she thought we were a delegation from the United Nations. That is the beauty of Dalhousie. There's amazing diversity in student population, both in the undergrad and graduate programs. And year after year, I've been simply astounded by students in my classes, by their sheer motivation, by their desire to succeed, and by their courage. I can tell you the story of a 12-year-old boy who walked into my first-year computer science class with his father, completed his honors degree with me at the age of 15, went on to do his master's and PhD at Waterloo, and became the youngest assistant professor at MIT at the age of 19. I can tell you the story of an Olympic swimmer who, despite his rigorous training schedules, never missed a single day of classes or deadlines. I can tell you the story of a student who battled illness, and between surgeries and treatments, he completed every single component of the course and aced it with an A+ grade. I can tell you the story of a student who finished his bachelor's degree and went on to do his master's at the University of California, Berkeley, and started his own internet search engine company. That actually became the predecessor to Google. All these stories are true. So I can see amongst you graduates with similar passion, similar motivation, similar drive. So start your career with the will to succeed, and you will. Congratulations to you all once again. Thank you so much, and wish you all the very best.
Break with the protocol and take 1 minute?
Sure, absolutely.
I have to seek permission from our provost to say what I want to say.
You may.
Every now and then something beautiful happens that compels you to break with the protocol and say, I'm going to actually share this story. This is a true story. So about 3 months ago, I was in the computer science building, and I was coming down from the 4th floor and in the elevator and ran into a couple of students there, computer science students, and we started chit-chatting. You know, it was a slow elevator, and we talked a little bit. And as I was getting out, I turned to these people. They had no idea who I was, which is mostly the case. Most people don't know who the president of the university is. And I asked them, I said, do you know who I am? And they were quiet for a second, but then they looked at me. One of them said, you're Dr. Sampali. Now, it's interesting that not only they didn't know who I was, they also didn't know who Dr. Sampali was. But they had heard of him. That is the teacher extraordinaire that Dr. Sampali is. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, President Saini and Dr. Sampali. Thank you for that beautiful, that inspiring convocation address to our COVID cohort about the difference between dreams and nightmares. And how to turn ordinary jobs into extraordinary careers. It was a beautiful convocation address. Thank you. Graduates, let me be the first to acknowledge that as you leave the auditorium today, you will officially become, as Dr. Saini pointed out earlier, become part of Dalhousie's alumni network of over 155,000 people around the world. This is a tremendous asset, and I hope you'll take advantage of the connection to the broader Dalhousie community. We invite you to get involved. We invite you to stay involved. In recognition of your new status, members of the Alumni Association will present you with an alumni pin as you exit the ceremony today. We hope you wear it with pride. Congratulations again. Welcome to the Dalhousie alumni family, graduates, and guests. The business of Convocation is concluded. After the singing of O Canada, you are requested to remain standing if you can as the academic procession leaves the auditorium. I now invite Chloe Dion, a Dalhousie voice student from the Fountain School of Performing Arts, to sing our national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Give me the diminish, don't delio no day, nigga much good, ma we done it. Give me the diminish, don't what a big soul did, nigga much good. Abahon madultinet, abahon madultinet, dan gisuk eliga haluk sigo ulau si amo we aheu we yo we haya ya we yo he haya 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 hey yo we yo we haya ya we yo hey yo he haya we 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 yo he haya hey yo give me the diminish down the no day nigga much good ma we done it give me the diminish done what a big soul did nigga much good abahon madutinet abahon madutinet dan gisuk eliga haluk sigo pulau si amo we abahon madultinej abahon madultinej dan gisok eligaluk siguk ulau sipamo we aheu we o we ha ya ya we yo he yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya he we yo we ha ya ya we yo he yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya he yo give me the manage down delio no te nigga much stood my we done give me the manage down what a big soul nigga much stood abahon madultinej abahon madultinej dan gisul teligaluk sigu ulau sipamo we aheu we yo we ha ya ya we yo he yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya he we yo we ha ya ya we yo he yo he ha ya we 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 yo he ha ya he we yo we ha ya ya we yo he yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya